Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm really excited for this one. Linnea has just sort of grown on me since I pulled for her. I didn't end up getting a Scoffier, so very unfortunate for my Ayaka, but it's okay because now we can have Ningguang and Geo Traveler do a lot of damage. I don't have Zubai, so we're just going to be doing off-meta teams with her, I think. But before we really get into the video, I think I'm going to do her story quest because I need some of her boss materials, and then I also need those world drops, those crystal moths or whatever they are. So I'm gonna do her story quest real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I finally completed her quest. It was really cute. I had some trouble with Mulaney. I don't know why, but Mulaney in particular I needed to redo a few times. But yeah, it was a cute quest. I really like Lumi, and I really like these rewards, so let's go ahead and claim them. And this is what it's looking like right now. I'm level 3 out of 20. I have 66 of these at the wing moths now, and then 47 of these boss drops. I'm pretty sure you need around 68, so it shouldn't be too much longer. Just need 19 more. Editing Kuyoku here. I'm not sure why, but I thought you needed 68 drops to get a character level 90. You only need 48, so I farmed a lot more than I needed to. But it's not that bad because I needed the Geo Crystal chunks anyway. So it all worked out. But anyway, back to the video. And I think that's what we'll be using our resin on. Today, I think we're just going to collect the moths and then run the boss fight a few times. Should be pretty straightforward, so let's get to it. Pretty sure we just got a really good defense percent goblet, so that might have to be our off piece depending on how our artifacts go. I'm gonna focus on collecting the Etherwing moths, and then hopefully within a few days we will have enough. What do you guys think of the new Mondstadt area, by the way? I really like the music, and it kind of seems like the creators brought what they've learned throughout our Genshin experience to an old region again, and it's really revamped and it's really cool. And I think I really enjoy it. I'm glad that they brought us back to Mondstadt. The soundtrack here in the flower fields is so pretty. If you guys haven't heard it, please come listen to it. Inazuma will always be my favorite, but I think this place might have to take second. Guys, this isn't good. I'm falling more in love with Mondstadt the more time I spend here. The vibes it's giving is really what I try to emulate in my videos. Just the feeling of, like, in the end, it's all gonna be okay, it's all gonna work out. And just trying to find peace along the way. And the coziness of the homes, kids playing under the tree, bird's nest there, people on the bench with the wind blowing through it. I really, really like this place. Okay, I've officially collected all of the world drops I could, both in the overworld and in the Temple of Space. So I think I can get her to 80 out of 80 today. I'm very close to 80 out of 90, but we'll go ahead and level her up if I have enough XP books. Here's 20. I just realized we'll probably have to craft some more of the gemstones, so we'll just go as far as we can right now. And looks like we'll have to craft 2 more to get her to 70 out of 80, so let's go ahead and visit Inazuma. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kind of always go to Inazuma to craft now. In the anniversary event for last year, it said that my most used waypoint was the original one in Mondstadt that you first unlock, and I was kind of angry by that, so I've been making it a point to come to Inazuma to craft, and hopefully this year's anniversary it'll have Inazuma as my favorite. So I'll make sure to show you guys that if they do release that statistic again, but let's go ahead and finish up the crafting. Here goes 70 out of 80, 80 out of 80. So it looks like we have way more than enough boss materials. I'm still not mad that we ran it. We might have to run it a few more times actually, because I don't have any geo crystals. We'll just have to wait on the world drops in a few days. It does look like we are 2 chunks short, so I might have to run her boss just a couple more times, but we'll get to that when we have enough of everything else she needs. 80 out of 80 is great for today. I've kept her at level 3 for quite a long time because I wanted to level her up for the video. For her weapons, I just put Skyward Harp on her. I was thinking about maybe Stringless. Stringless might be cool. I really want her to do a lot of damage. So Elemental Mastery with the Lunar Crystallize on top of the increased elemental skill and burst damage by 48%. I feel like her E might hit for a lot with Stringless, so we can go ahead and try that at the very end if we want. But for now, I'll go Skyward Harp. I was even thinking about leveling up a Slingshot, but I'm just a bit low on materials at this time, so that might have to wait. But her weapon's all done. Her artifacts, I just put whatever Ningguang had on Linnea, but we will farm for new artifacts. But we'll see. You know how I am with artifacts. For now, let's just collect our free wishes. And then all that's left is to wait for some resin and the world drops to respawn, and we can start working on talents after that. We're back on day 2, and I've finished collecting the rest of the moths that we need, as well as crafting the geo chunks. So we can start off with getting her to 80 out of 90. I'm not sure if we can get her to 90. Oh, we can. Okay, it just uses all my purple books. That's all right. And with that, I think the character ascension phase is over, and we can move on to phase 2, which will be her talents. So let's begin with getting them as high as we can. I'm not sure what exactly we need. I'm guessing it's just skill, and then ult if you're feeling like you're needing extra healing, I guess. So if I was using her with Farina, I definitely would do this, but I'm not sure. In Geo Team specifically, I feel like I never need that much healing because the fragments give you that shield. But I think we'll maybe get this to 6 and then get the talent to however many boss materials I currently have. So let's start with this. I've never actually farmed these books, so I'm not sure how I have this much stuff. I'm also not sure how I have 4 of these, but we ran out of these. Oh, but I can craft 162 thankfully, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now at 166, depending on how many more books I have, maybe we can get this up to 8. I'm thinking it's just 7 though. Here goes 7. We did have enough for 8, thankfully. I did not expect that. And I see our Mora dropping pretty quickly, but I really would like to get her to 196. I think actually I want to double crown her eventually, but 196 works for me, and it wouldn't be much of a talent phase if we didn't farm talents. So I'll go ahead and craft 9 more of these and then farm some talents, and hopefully we can get her to 9 with the resin I have. All right, let's commence the farming. This team is so fun. Oh my gosh, Mizuki is so fun. Okay, we've used 200 resin. I'm hoping that's enough, or maybe more than enough, to get her talent up. So let's go find out. I love that random characters can just pull up on you now. But let's go ahead and level her talent up to 9. One day we'll get her to triple crown, but that day will happen when I at least get 1 copy of Illua, because I still don't have a copy of that guy somehow. But with 196, that ends phase 2 upgrading talents. And now we can move on to the last phase, which is artifacts. Farming talents took a little bit less resin than I thought they would, which means we do have time and resin to start working on her set. This is just what Ningguang had, but we're gonna switch her to Morningstar. So let's go ahead and head there now. And let's see what happens. Hopefully hopefully it doesn't take months again. Wish me luck. Okay, no more resin today. We'll just have to wait for tomorrow, and I'll see you guys then. We're officially on day 3, except not really day 3 because I've been farming for multiple days now. But we have used close to 1,000 resin for her artifacts on the Morningstar set. This is the final build I've come to. 2.2k defense, Skyward Harp. These are the artifacts, in case you are curious. Please don't roast me in the comment section. But here is the ratio. We have a 76.6 over 197.5. And I think the last thing to do is just run a damage test. It's going to be a bit awkward because I don't have Illua or a High Constellation Goro or anything like that. I wanted to test a C6 Noel, but I didn't get any from the banner and mine's only C1. So I thought, why not just test Linnea's damage on a team comp like this one. I'll do 1 run with an Effa and then 1 run with a level 40 Ino instead, just so that we could see Linnea's personal damage a little bit more, rather than being carried by the Columbina and Effa combo. I was thinking we could come test it out on the Dorito boss, but if its HP is too low, we can always go to Natlin for the Kaniche boss. So let's see how much damage Linnea can do. I think that was 407,000 and it's dead. Well, that was a lot more damage than I was expecting, to be honest. 407,000 damage on an E for her. That is pretty crazy. I guess we'll try it again with Ino instead of Inefa and see what she hits for. Now, my Ino is only level 40, but she should still work for this showcase. I'm gonna get energy on these guys and then I'll be right back. Okay, everyone's had a Red Bull, all their bursts are up. Let's see how much Ino can do. $400 something thousand. I didn't see what the number was exactly, but it looked like Inefa in this team didn't really matter much aside from her sub TPS she does on the side. But wow, that is a lot better than I expected. Level 40 Ana, that still hits for 400 something thousand. So I think it's a good time to bring an end to this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Let me know what you guys think about these subtitles. I know some people might find them distracting, some people might find them helpful. Just let me know. But overall, I think Linnea is an amazing character. My only regret is just not being able to build a C6 DPS Noel. But with the sun rising over here on Mondstadt, I hope you guys are having a lovely day or a lovely night. I hope the rest of your week goes well. I hope you're all safe and healthy, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.